Okay, so now that we've addressed the first question from my viewer, we're going to go ahead and address the second question. And that is with regards to why have feminists shut down men's talks, men's rights talks. Here's the thing, is that on all the research that I was able to do between last night and this morning, I was not able to see a single piece of evidence where any actual true feminist had anything to do with those sabotaging techniques involved in men's rights talks. Now, the faction that has been sort of barring these things for the men would be what is called feminazis, and we did discuss that in my Feminism for Dummies video. Now, the thing is that with regards to men's rights talks, I can understand where there are some women that would, hear something like that, and it's sort of incendiary. And I think that it was meant to be incendiary on the parts of the men's rights groups. This sort of tit for tat kindergarten schoolyard. Hey, you're getting more than me. You're getting more attention than me. Your issues are getting more attention than ours are, sort of thing. This is something similar that I see in my toddlers. Mom, why did you give her? She's got more grapes than me. She has more juice in her cup. And meanwhile, the more juice is about that much. The thing is this, is that, if the men are feeling like your issues, your rights are being, not addressed as equally, great. We are open for discussion. We're open for debate. Now, I am not a part of any, feministic movements. I'm not a card carrying feminist. I really, I exercise my feminism in how I teach my daughters and in how I teach my sons, and, in the way that I vote. And that's about the extent of it, because I just don't have time for anything other than that. I'm a little more concerned with children's rights than I am with men's or women's rights. But I can see where certain feministic factions would, sort of take a look at the men's rights groups and go, huh? you know, I mean, even just straight feminists have had that same reaction. I think that what's going on here is that, there seems to be a jockeying for position, and that's not going to end well. The second that everybody sits down in one place and says, okay, these issues have affected women, these other issues are still affecting women, but you know what? We have just been made aware of these issues that are affecting men, and pretty much basically only men, and those need to be looked at too. That's when real progress is going to be made. Now, if you'll excuse me for just 1 second. Yes, I smoke. My office, my rules. I think that when everybody stops with this whiny crybaby, oh, she's getting more than me, he's getting more than me BS, that's when real progress will be made. As for who was shutting down the men's rights talks, with every description on that I was able to find, it very much sounded like the feminazis, which I find hilarious, because a lot of these women that are very extreme on the feministic scale also tend to be called, they tend to live this lifestyle that I have dubbed Yippies, and I've dubbed them Yippies because they are those, sort of hippies that shop at Whole Foods, but true hippies wouldn't be able to afford to shop at Whole Foods. They're very into the natural lifestyle and holistic healing. And I'm going, if you're into nature, you do realize that, sex between man and a woman is natural. I think you lost something in translation there, sweetheart. I'm just saying. So, again, every piece of evidence I was able to find with regards to the feminists that were shutting down men's rights talks, those were the extremist end of the faction of feminism. So that's my answer to your question on that. And I will answer your final question in the very next video. Thank you for watching.